Alright, today we're going to be looking at what your Souls game says about you, your favorite Souls game. And to start things off, we're going to go with Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring, I think it's pretty hard to say that this game is anything other than an S. It's a brand new, as of 2 years ago, game. Came out of nowhere, and I mean, I say it came out of nowhere because I didn't say anything about it, but it came out of nowhere and took the market by storm. It has sold over 20 million copies in a year. Game of the year, boom. I'm gonna rank that S tier. If you like Elden Ring, you're probably very new, and you like easy games though, because I mean, it depends on how you play the game. But Elden Ring is probably one of the easiest in the franchise, with an exception of a couple bosses that are pretty hard. Easy because of how much content, how many abilities, and how much fucking shit they give you. Alright, Demon Souls. I'm gonna put Demon Souls in D. Or Remaster gets a B. Remaster gets a B. If you like Demon Souls, you probably got it on like your PlayStation 5 bundle or some shit. And you probably haven't played any of the other games in the franchise, and you think that world tiers are good, or world status, whatever the fuck it is, and you also like easy bosses. Yeah, Demon Souls gets a C. Oh no, it gets a B for graphics on the updated remaster, and it runs well and it looks nice, but other than that, it's a pretty shit game. If you like Bloodborne, we're gonna put Bloodborne in S. If you like Bloodborne, you're either one of two people. And if you're one person, no offense, you're going to be in D. You're Chad, you like to mew, and you're into MILFs. You're into Stacy's mom, alright? Yeah, so The Witcher 1 game of the year. Tough choice between Bloodborne and The Witcher, but if you like Bloodborne, you are an absolute Chad if it's your favorite game. It's quite hard because it's fast paced. But it's hard to put it above Elden Ring just because of how shit this game runs. If we're going off performance, this is the worst running game out of all of them, with exception of like Dark Souls 2, maybe, I don't know. Alright, we're looking at Dark Souls. Now the issue is, I've not played the original. So I'm gonna rank them together. Even though the remastered probably we'll put remastered above this because it's probably got better performance and maybe some quality of life changes. If you like this game, you have immaculate taste, and when you go out to restaurants, everybody asks you what to order because they just know they're going to be satisfied if they pick what you order. This game is for Chads, similar to Bloodborne, not quite as good. It's quite old. I know, I feel like there's a little bit to be desired with like no fast travel, shit like that. And it's old, so it's a little janky. Dark Souls 2. I'm gonna put this in C. Maybe we'll put it in B. And we'll put Demon Souls down to D. And then we'll put the original Demon Souls in D. Because that shit is fucking... I know for a fact that shit is gonna perform like arse cheeks and look ugly as shit. If you like Dark Souls 2, you just like to be different. Like in class, when everyone's packing up about to leave, you would just ask the teacher, you'd be like, "Miss, is there any homework?" You forgot about the homework, right? You're that kid if you like Dark Souls 2, and you like to tell everyone. And in the comment sections on TikTok, you're telling people, wow, you just go with the hate. Why is there so much hate for Dark Souls 2? It's like, well, all the fucking bosses are easy, pretty much. Like, you first try every boss, even if you're new to the fucking game. Like, the only reason you're not first trying bosses in Dark Souls 2 is if you're playing with your monitor off and your controller backwards, pretty much. This game it's difficult for all the wrong reasons. You get ganked around every corner. So if you like this fucking game, you probably enjoy... No, if you like Dark Souls 2, you're that guy in Counter-Strike that fucking sits down and kicks all of his teammates off the game. And you like to play with bots and you like to 1v5 the other team. It's like you're gonna lose and you need to give up. You need to move on. Is what I'm saying. Move on to better games. I think Dark Souls 2 has less enemies. It's less ganky, but Dark Souls 2 Skull of the First Sin has like all the DLC and shit, so put that above. Dark Souls 3. I think Dark Souls 3 is a great game. I think it's where a lot of people probably started. So if you like if Dark Souls 3 is your favorite game, you're probably pretty average in terms, or like not average, you're pretty common. Because I feel like a lot of people started with Dark Souls 3. Steam always has like a $20 sale for all of it. Not many people would start on Dark Souls 2 because they wouldn't really be a Dark Souls fan if they start on Dark Souls 2, to be honest with you. But Dark Souls 3 is where lifelong partners are made with the Dark Souls franchise. That's where you fell in love. And you know what? It's a pretty valid choice. Got a couple of weak areas. Quite a few of the bosses are easy, but I don't know if that's because I've played all the other games now, so now they're easy. Like DLC is really good. I mean, I find the Ring City actually quite fucking boring as a DLC, but the bosses are good. But I find the areas boring. Now, if you like Sekiro, where do we put it? It's hard to say. Sekiro gets placed everywhere. Number one, the worst game. I don't know. We'll put a high A. The combat is really good. When I was playing Sekiro, I was like, this game, like the combat is a lot more intricate. Like you're parrying every 2 seconds, you deflect, and like it's really satisfying, like deflecting and then getting like the kill blow and shit like that. It's a lot different. So if you don't like Sekiro's combat and you prefer Dark Souls, like that's why I think it's pretty split. But I also feel like a lot of these fans are just weeaboos. Like the second they get, like a lot of weeaboos in the chat are fucking sitting here going, yeah, Sekiro's the best game ever. Sekiro's the best game ever. It's like, look, we get it. You traveled to Japan in 2017 and you want to move there. You get your visa. You said, yeah, we understand Japanese culture, okay, buddy? Some of the bosses in Sekiro, just fucking annoying. Like, you verse that one ape, and then you go around the corner and you have to verse him again. Like, I know Elden Ring recycles bosses, but that's because they have like 200. So in 13 bosses, you tell me you can come up with 14? Like, you couldn't come up with 3 more bosses. Are you fucking kidding me? And like, one of the bosses is like those magic monkeys that like you have to ring a bell and you have to chase one down and one's invisible, and it's just like, it's just fucking annoying. Like, so if Sekiro is your favorite game, like you probably spent ages on it and you think it's great, and you're not entirely wrong. But I feel like you got used to the combat system and you're too much of a noob to go up to Bloodborne, to go back to Dark Souls. Like, you need to constantly deflect, and the timing's quite generous. Like half the time you just spam L1. Like if you're getting like spam attacked by a monster, you just spam L1 and you're fucking set. To be honest with you, a bit of a weeb if you like Sekiro, but you're not fully invested into the weeb culture yet. I feel like this might have started a lot of people on it, even though the whole franchise is made in Japan and all this shit. And like, even if you want to get onto the team to develop a game, you also have to speak Japanese. So maybe that's some of your goals. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the Japanese culture, which is probably surprising because everyone on the internet seems to love Japan. But yeah, actually, let's move these in the C, just because they're old and I haven't played them. Oh no, let's move them to D. Sorry. So don't take these ratings here as a complete hard whatever. I feel like these games, you're probably just an OG gamer. Like you might be like 40 by now, or you just have like a niche, or you're just into older games. So it's not that bad. But you can't even buy this game anymore, I don't think, unless you have like the physical copy. I think you can buy Dark Souls 2 on Steam, but I know you can't buy this one anymore since they remastered it. But yeah, I think that's it for my rating and what it says about you. So if you liked the video, subscribe.